Hi and welcome to Cooking with Candyware. Today I'll be showing you how to make Norbert the Minion with a magnetized starfish, so stay tuned. So here are all the tools, and I'll leave them in the description box below. So first you will start off with yellow, and I added a little bit of white to my yellow to make it more of a minion color. And then from there you're going to be making it into a cylinder shape and pinch the ends. And then from there I'm taking a small magnet piece that I broke off and placed that inside a flattened piece of red, and then put another piece of the red on top of that. And then from there I'm going to be making the starfish. So I am just using a needle tool to draw out what I would like my starfish to look like. And then I'm using my Exacto knife to cut out all the excess. And then using my dotting tool to really just finalize the piece a little bit more. And then same with the needle tool. And once you're happy with that, add just some dots on the top with the needle tool and then bake it. So the next step is to take the magnets and place that inside the body of Norbert. And you want to place them slightly close to the top of the clay so that the starfish magnet can pick up the pull of it. So once you have it in the size that you'd like, or the depth, then it's time to cover that up. And then just smooth it on out. You can even use some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip to do that. And set that aside. So next I'll be taking some white, and now we're going to be making his little eyeball. So once you're happy with that shape, you can take out the clay that you'd be using for his grass mask. And I'm just using some translucent Sculpey to make it look a little bit more like grass. So once you flatten that out, you're going to cut out a small thin layer and then wrap it around the eyeball and then cut off the excess. And then you'll be doing the same thing again, but this would be the band for that his goggle sits on. So then put that around the top of his head and then cut off the excess. And then place on his starfish. So I took off his eyeball so that I could put his little mouth on. So you just take a really small thin snake and then put that where you'd like it to be. So once you're finished that, I'm also doing the same technique for his little eyeball, or I should say for his iris, and then placing that on. And now I'm going to be making small snakes for 3 pieces of hair. and then just placing that on top. And then I'm going to be making a long snake for both arms. And then cutting off the excess. And placing a couple little digits on for his fingers. And they're just little balls. So now onto the feet, so I'm just making some cylinders and flattening them out, and then adding on some toes. So 3 as well. And then placing those on the bottom. And lastly, I'm going to be adding on some grass for the very back for his hair and holding his goggles in place. So here's just the excess grass on the back. And then I'm just going to add in a little bum and then it's time to bake. So once you're done baking, now it's time to glaze everything. So I'm glazing the starfish, and then the only parts that I'm going to glaze on him are his eye band, i.e. the grass, his little hair tufts, and again the starfish. So I really liked this DIY because you can place the starfish in 2 separate places, and it's just something fun and really cute from the movie. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.